This is a story about righting the wrongs of history. It is about modern Judaism and what it means to be a Jew today. It is the story of crypto-Jews yearning for the religion of their forebears long after the Inquisition and the forced conversion of Jews in Spain. It is about people finding faith and falling in love with spirituality. And it is the story of Kulanu, a tiny non-profit that supports isolated, emerging, and returning Jewish communities, and its recent trip to Nicaragua, where Kulanu volunteers assisted in changing Jewish history.
What is a Jew?
Oh, what I think a Jew is? Well,
what is a Jew?
What is a Jew?
What is a Jew? Okay.
The big question is, why do people want to become Jewish? Something in the Jewish tradition and religion speaks to their hearts. They go through a very rigorous process to become Jewish. The communities that I work with at Kulanu go through 3, 4, 5 different processes. Whatever the barriers to becoming Jewish, they fight their way through these barriers.
Kulanu is non-denominational. It will teach or present or assist, is a better word, the kind of Judaism that the community is interested in. With the rise of Christianity, conversion of Christians to Judaism became prohibited by law. Conversion became a danger both to the convert and to the people involved with the conversion. Since Jews were kind of persecuted and despised for a good part of our history, you wouldn't have all that many joiners. You know, who would want to join a group that would subject you to so much difficulty by being part of it?
Soy una de las 114 personas que hicieron conversión en Nicaragua y actualmente soy el presidente de la comunidad judía sefardí. Lógicamente, venimos de familias que fueron forzadas a no guardar la Torá. Sin embargo, fueron legando de generación en generación costumbres judías. Entonces ustedes se pueden imaginar la expectativa de vida que tiene esta comunidad.
Often what happens with these communities is that a younger man who has access to internet will develop an interest and start to reach out and ask questions, and that's how eventually someone will come to Kulanu. It's almost always a younger man.
I don't see what we do as being a missionary. We're going to people who ask us to come, people who want this. That was really important to me when I decided to become part of Kulanu, was as long as we're not going to be like some other faiths that go into a country or into a village and try to convince people to become part of their faith.
I always tell people that conversion is for yourself. It's a transforming piece in your identity that after the conversion you say with full heart, I am Jewish.
Bonnie!
Let's all get the Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi in the hotel. You do? I need it. Okay, I'm going to start the WhatsApp group. Get me the Wi-Fi. I want Wi-Fi. Okay, what's the next step? Can somebody figure this out after me? Yeah, what we need to plan tonight is the flow of the converts.
There's a lot of people coming tomorrow for the next few days. Like, we thought there were only going to be like 60 or 70. I think there's going to be 104.
The 4 steps of a traditional conversion. The first step of a traditional conversion is study. There has to be a certain amount of knowledge, study, and commitment that goes into a person who wants to convert. The The second step in conversion is that they meet with a Beit Din of rabbis who question them on their sincerity and their knowledge base. These rabbis come from different places in the United States, and they believe in making Jews all over the world. There's all kinds of questions that the Beit Din will ask a family or a person. The families don't know what they're going to be asked.
But in your childhood growing up, was there any
connection to Jewish
life?
¿Tenía una conexión con judaísmo cuando eran jóvenes o no pensaban a eso?
Like he started his spiritual quest like quite a while ago. So like little by little he was like studying more and more, and then like Pirkei Avot and everything. He was impressed by Jewish thought and the difference between Jewish thought and the Occidental world.
Some of the Orthodox rabbis on the Beit Din are requiring Orthodox norms. They're taking the example, like the particular, and putting it in terms of a universal, like halakha.
Not only unfair, I think it's a beta to convert somebody who's been for 6 years with our community and he has demonstrated to be a complete good Jew.
We feel like
Second citizens.
like we're being left out. This Beit Din is a little bit less flexible than we were.
They're a wonderful family. They're just not ready in this situation.
We're brothers, and we can't like this is not about a fight. This is just about doing something right.
My kids went through a lot of pain during the break this last week.
Did they know that?
And
Did they know that? Did the rabbis know that?
And I have to do a lot of explaining now for the kids.
Okay. You know what? Hold on. I'm coming. Listen, I'm going to work it out.
He already had his kids.
Okay. I'm going to work it out with him. Okay.
Look the way he's working.
Okay. I'm going to work it out with this rabbi. Okay. Are you aware that he just cites his boys? Part of it becomes a power struggle between me and these other rabbis.
There's more to his story, Jewish story. That's all I'm saying.
Some people come in through different ways and have different kinds of practices, and Jewish Arms should be big and wide and accepting of everyone who wants to be part of this. The third step of conversion is circumcision for men. Men need to be circumcised, and for the most part, the men we deal with are circumcised, and they need to go a hatafat dam brit, a small drawing of the blood, which is done with a hemoglobin type needle.
You really want to be Jewish if you go through a circumcision in these conditions. It was hot, it was cleanish. It's not the best of conditions, it's not a hospital. and these guys were going for it.
מלך העולמים מלך, משובח ומפואר עד יד שמו הגדול, ברוך אתה אדוני מלך, מהולל ותשבחו.
The fourth step in conversion is the mikvah. It's a very spiritual thing to go totally under, and then you come up as a different person. It's a renewal. Water is always a renewal. Whatever the images and deep images of water is, that goes into the experience.
Yamilet Hernández.
¿Y el bebé?
Yerushalayim Malca. Por mí misma me llamó la atención comenzar a investigar en Google, en Internet. Entonces comencé a investigar términos, por ejemplo, qué es judío.
Y la gente cuando preguntan por qué, de dónde viene ese frit, yo digo, soy hijo de un inmigrante judío húngaro sobreviviente de los campos de concentración nazi.
Mi primer recuerdo judío fue con mi mamá, porque ella decía que el cerdo no se comía.
Judío es más allá de decir la palabra judío. Judío es aceptar a Dios en su interior, en su corazón.
Abogado judío, político judío, diplomático judío e ingeniero judío, judío nicaragüense.
Before they were converted, their soul was Jewish. We all have a soul. Every single human being has a divine spark.
It's more than religion. A person who is Jewish, it's not just following this faith. I think one thing that ties us all together is this reverence for the past and tradition.
That to be really a good Jew is how do we live our Judaism in the street. It's not how kosher we keep our hat at home or how black our hat is. How we live our life, what sort of derech eretz we have in the world.
A Jew is someone who commits to a Jewish way of life, holidays, life cycle events, and inside of them, they want to be part of the Jewish people and contribute to the world Jewish community.
A Jew is somebody who relates to Torah and Jewish tradition as an expression of the divine and a key to linking their own life with the mysteries of the universe.